Thank you for joining me on this glorious and amazing day. What I want to encourage all of you is the following. I could talk for myself and I could share this with you. I think I am beyond blessed that I live and we live in the greatest generation ever. I always think to myself, because I'm like most human beings, I did get abused as a child in so many ways. I always ask myself, if I would be in the generation before the internet, would I be able to become the person that I am today and the person that I'm still evolving? Because there's no limit to goodness, and I have doubts. I would have to go make an effort to take time within a day or Sunday, whenever that day might be, go to the library. I don't even know where to look, where to start. Of course, the librarian would help me. Most people don't have the hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars for therapy. Today, it's for free. You sit on your phone and you search whatever you want. How can I get help? I'm sad. Whatever you want. You're going to have hundreds and thousands of articles to read. You're going to have YouTubes. You're going to have tons. If there was ever a generation that's able to turn around the abuse of decades, it's our generation. And that's why I deeply admire the youth of our generation, for they are the first ones. I tell them, the abuse that your mom and your dad gave you, they didn't originate it. They just copied and they just gave you over the package from their parents. And you think your grandparents are special because they were abusers, emotional abusers? No, they're not special. They just gave you over the package that their parents gave them. And I believe this is going on for thousands of years. It is our generation that's so open for change. It's our generation that's so awesome. It's our generation, thanks to technology. And personally, I have a tremendous amount of gratitude. Just take the one book that really got me thinking. I mean, there's so many books that I read, but Awaken the Giant Within. Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. It is just incredible how much help to be able to drive up the mountain of life, to learn how to put our gear, our shift into drive versus neutral and roll backwards, but we could drive upwards. We don't have to go to a library anymore. Of course, that would help. We don't have to go to therapy. Of course, that would help. We have tons of stuff. I believe every human should ask themselves, from the time they spend listening to lectures, watching shows, watching TV, how much of that time, how much percentage of that time do they use for self-help, for becoming a better person, for becoming happier? Do you know when you are happier, the world around you is happier? When you take care of yourself, you are taking care of people around you. It's automatically, that's the energy, that's the psyche, that's the way we are wired. And most of us will find it might be a depressing answer of how much time. Most of us, not all of us, some of us are really into self-help. What I want to encourage all of you, I took that path and it's an amazing path, and I encourage you, just research whatever is bothering you. Some of the answers, not all the answers are perfect. Not all the people that you're going to listen to are perfect. Some of them, how much they're giving advice, you could tell they're emotionally unhealthy. But you're going to know deep in your heart what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what sits with you, what doesn't sit with you. And you're going to be able to turn around. You do not need to live in pain. You do not need to be the victim. With the help of a life coach, or more importantly, if at this point you cannot afford it, with the help of the abundance of information, or videos, or articles online, you could get out of emotional health and you can become a victor versus a victim. Yes, there needs to be instructions of how to, because if you just try, every time you walk up the ladder, you'll be filled with fear, even though that's good for you, and you need to work with that fear. And you will have a life that most people do not know. There's the state of tranquility that most people have never tasted in their lives. It's something that's so close to you. It's on your phone. And once you get there, it takes weeks, it takes months, but once you get there, you're going to be the happiest person. It's not things or places or vacations or money or homes or cars that will give you the ultimate happiness. They will give you happiness for a few days, maybe a few weeks, and if you're lucky, a few months. But deep down, I speak with people with 7 digits. I speak to those people. Deep down, it means nothing to them. Of course, everyone around them has this illusion that these people must be doing very, very well, because look at their houses and look at their cars and look at their vacations and look at their boats. We try and we try and we keep on going and buying and indulging, but we don't even think. We don't think, hey, I'm doing this for 20 years. Why don't I feel happier? Because happiness is right over here, right behind here. That's where it all is. And if you can work with this part, you won't need things and objects or external situations to get you happy. Of course, you need a comfortable bed and a roof over your head. But 99% of happiness is right over here in the heart, right over here. And that's the part that I encourage you to do. And not only will you be happy, but you will feel good, because by you being emotionally healthy and happy, you will hear story after story how you have touched so many people around you without even knowing it, just by you being happy. You don't have to go preach. You don't have to intentionally go help other people. Just by you being emotionally healthy, the things you say, the things you do, has a very deep effect on people around you. Enjoy your new life. Enjoy your peace, inner peace and tranquility. Thanks for listening.